So the information reaching us on our desk is that Deputy President Gachagua to address the nation from his official residence in Karen at around 7 p.m. today. That's this evening. So sources from it are saying that he is likely to resign, but we're yet to confirm this. But we're waiting to see. He's already invited the press, media, at his official residence in Karen. So he'll be addressing the nation this evening.
Kwa hii ofisi sikuwa maskini. Utajiri wangu ilikuwa imeandikwa magazeti kila siku, kama nakumbuka. Sijui kama unakumbuka. Ilikuwa kwa vyombo vya habari kila siku. Mwaka wa 2019 nilikuwa nimeandikwa niko na 12.4 billion. Mwaka 2022 nikaandikwa niko na 7.4 billion. Hata ile mashitaka nilipelekwa kotini ni hiyo mabilioni nilikuwa naye. Mimi sikuja kwa hiyo ofisi nikiwa maskini.
That among the reasons Deputy President Gachagua faces impeachment is money laundering, and the use of his position to award his company's government tenders is a clear demonstration of the term, the more things change, the more they remain the same. In a span of 2 years, the DP has fallen into headwinds with 2 administrations where he was once an insider and pushed out an accusation of acquiring massive wealth by using his influence to bag his money tenders from government. When the mover of Gachagua's impeachment motion takes the floor of parliament to lay down graft allegations against the DP tomorrow, the truthful man will, for the second time in a span of 3 years, be defending himself for accumulating wealth amounting to Kenya shillings 17.2 billion in a questionable manner. This is because in the dying weeks of the whole administration in July 2021, the DP was, then MP for Mathira, was arrested and dragged to court to defend himself for accumulating 12.5 billion Kenya shillings in his bank accounts in a span of 7 years. In the motion currently before the parliament, Gachagua is accused of acquiring wealth portfolio spanning hotels to real estates amounting to 5.2 billion Kenya shillings within just 2 years. In this, according to the impeachment motion, is inconsistent with his monthly salary as the deputy president estimated as about 1 million Kenya shillings. He has disputed these allegations, terming the motion as a breach of his constitutional rights and that he is a victim of political lynching.
Mimi ni naibu wa rais, ni makosa watoto yangu kufanya biashara ama wakitaka kununua hoteli wakosa kununua. Hawa watoto yangu wamechukua loan, kila record iko, wamenunua hoteli, wameandika watu. Watu wamefurahi sana Nyeri kwa sababu hii mahoteli ilifungwa. Na sisi tukiwa watu ya nyumbani tunaona haya, tukiwa na wageni hawana pahali ya kulala. Tangu hiyo hoteli moja na hata si kununua, ni kulisi. Sio hata kununua, wamelisi hiyo hoteli kwa KWS, hiyo inaitwa Treetop. Unajua watu wanaongea mambo hawajui. Hii maneno inaitwa hearsay. Ati imenunuliwa sijui. Ni leasing. Hiyo hoteli ya bana ya mtu ni ya KWS, imekuwa list. Na tangu ifunguliwe watu 54 wanafanya kazi. Watu wanauza mboga, watu wanauza carrot. Utalii umeanza kuvuma katika section katika area hiyo. Sisi tunatafuta wawekezaji kutoka ng'ambo. Mimi kazi moja nimepewa na rais ni kuongea na wawekezaji kulete mali Kenya. Kama sisi tunatafuta wazungu wakuja wa invest hapa, watoto wetu wakiinvest hapa Kenya, iko makosa gani? Kusema mimi ni deputy president, si kusema ati watoto wangu hawezi fanya biashara, hawezi kuwa wakulima, hawezi nunua hoteli. Wataendelea. Bora hakuna kitu ya mtu ameiba. Tunangoja tuone evidence kama kuna pahali wameiba, kama kuna pahali wamefanya contract ya serikali. Watoto wangu niliwaambia, msifanye biashara na serikali. Nyinyi mfanye na private sector. Na ndio wanafanya kazi ya ukulima, wanafanya kazi ya hoteli, wanafanya kazi ya real estate, lakini watoto wangu hawafanyi kazi na serikali. Na kama mtu ataleta evidence, aseme Ministry of Transport ama ya barabara imelipa mtoto ya Gachagua pesa fulani, waende walete. Na hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Hii tu ni watu tu kujaribu kujitafutia makosa kwa sababu labda kuna watu wamekaa pahali wameamua sitakiwi nimalize kipindi changu kama deputy president.
On the question of his wealth, Gachagua termed the allegations falsehood, outright lies, deceit, misrepresentation, separation of material facts which have been peddled to the public so as to achieve improper and constitutional purpose of my choreographed political lynching. While it is up to Kibwezi West MP Mwengi Mutuse, who is the motion mover, to prove his allegations against the DP, the fact that Gachagua is being accused of using the companies to fraudulently acquire wealth, just like it happened during the Kenyatta's administration, is quite telling. Interestingly, Gachagua was one of Kenyatta's closest allies for 17 years before they fell out, as he has been to President William Ruto. The two are at the moment not seeing eye to eye despite riding to power on a popular wave just 2 years ago. Yet, when you look at beyond the politics and sieve through the motion currently before the Parliament, there are a number of similarities to what the Assets Recovery Agency ARA accused Gachagua of just 2 years ago. In fact, three companies listed in the impeachment motion, Wamunyonyo Investments Limited, Crystal Kenya Limited, and Technical Supplies Limited, were part of the cause of Gachagua's troubles with the law in 2022. At the time, ARA urged that Gachagua, who was a first-term MP, had not only used the several companies he owned to secure tenders from state agencies, parastatals, and country governments, but also used them to launder money. The agencies say that there were massive suspicious cash withdrawals and inter-track bank fraudsters from other accounts to the accounts under investigations and other banks' accounts owned by Gachagua in suspicious complex money laundering schemes. In its submissions to court, ARA said it had investigated a total of the 3 accounts associated with the MP and his companies, including Wamunyonyo Investments Limited, Crystal Kenya Limited, Machine Center Technical Supplies and Service Limited, Skype-top Agencies, and Specific Supplies Limited. Wamunyonyo Investment Limited, for instance, was accused of receiving several millions of shillings from another company known as Jeme Enterprise, which had bagged big money tenders in the state departments for special planning, Ministry of Health, Madeira Constituency Development Funds, Nyeri County Government, and the National Irrigations Board. Kenya Power was also listed in the suit for paying Wamunyonyo 9.9 million Kenya shillings in March 2013 for the gravelling of its Nairobi West office yard and surface drainage, while the Minister of Lands paid it 52.2 million Kenya shillings for the supply of flatbed scanners and stations for contract awarded in November 2013. According to the Leadership and Integrity Act 2012, public officers are explicitly prohibited from participating in tenders for public entities where they are currently serving. Essentially, this means that they cannot submit bids or try to influence the tender process in any way within their own government department or agency. This is to prevent conflicts of interest and corruption. Gachagua defended the millions in his accounts, saying that apart from the government contracts, he deposited the money in a fixed revolving fund rotating between 3 accounts for 7 years, and upon maturing quarterly, the principal amount plus interest and are rolled back to the savings account at his request. He urged that the High Court, however, disagreed with the Gachagua's explanation and frozen 200 million Kenya shillings that was held in his bank accounts pending the hearing and determination of ARA's case. His companies were cleared and he got back his frozen money immediately after they took office. In the petition before Parliament, the DP is accused of acquiring real estate assets which are suspected to have been obtained through the process of corruption and money laundering. According to Mutuse, Crystal Kenya Limited purchased Outspan Hotel in Nyeri County from Adabedea Safari Hotels for 535 million Kenya shillings. The directors of Crystal Kenya Limited are Kevin Gachagua and Keith Akinu. They are sons of the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. The same period, they also acquired Treetops Lodge, also located in Nyeri. Additionally, it is alleged that the Deputy Presidents, through proxies, acquired several properties in Nairobi, including Olive Gardens, Queen's Gate Service and Apartments, Riara 1 Apartments on Riara Road, and Langata View Apartments near the southern bypass. As for now, only time will tell if the MP paying for the Gachagua's blood will prove him guilty or using his influence to enrich himself through government tenders as an attempt to cure these conflicts of interest through the Conflict of Interest Bill. 2023 suffered an early death when it was watered down by the Senate in July despite an uproar from Kenyans.